Is facing charges accused of attacking two people with a knife as they were walking from a synagogue. Local 10's news reporter Syra Anwar is live from the scene in Sunny Isles Beach. Syra.
Samantha, this sounds just off of the arrest documents like a really clear case of an anti-Semitic hate crime. A man was arrested here in Sunny Isles Beach just outside the Trump International Resort after police say he lunged at two men wearing yarmulkes who were walking home from a prayer service Monday night. Here is that man's mugshot. The defendant is Larry Green. His arrest form says he insisted to the two victims and officers that his Hebrew name is Elijah.
Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone and rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Those in the gospel abroad, living understanding of Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, wherever they may be. What you're witnessing here is Esau's attempt to demonize the ministry and the media now, okay? Now, what you're witnessing here, they were speaking on anti-Semitism, which this guy here by the name of, and I was trying to find another video because it has this closed caption on there, which I wanted you to see the guy's face to show you that he's in fact a real Israelite, but he looked like brothers that can be in the camps, so to speak. He got the beard. I mean, I don't know if those are dreadlocks or braids or whatever. Look like little braids, but nonetheless, he is the physical description of a Hebrew Israelite. Now, what's so crazy about this is the fact that they stated that, and the story don't make sense. How the hell can you be anti-Semitic when Sem is not even in the Bible, okay? It's Shem, which is one of the three sons of Noah, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, which we come out of Shem, Shemitic Hebrews. So how can this man accuse, or how can they accuse this man of anti-Semitism when in fact he is a Hebrew? Which that shows you they don't respect our heritage, man, because to be anti-something means to be against. And if he's anti-Semitic, as they like to say, then that means they're basically saying so-called Negroes of Hamitic. Now, if you are Hamitic and you hate Jake, which Hamites are anti-Shemitic, they are, okay, because for the simple fact, they hate Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Africans don't like Israelites. They're Hamitic, we're Shemitic. So they will be what you call anti-Shemitic. Not this guy, but this is nothing but a psyop, and they probably paid this guy off, because I'm going to play the rest of the video, and it just don't add up. Because for one thing, how the hell you just going to put a knife and tell somebody to go back to Israel when the fact that Esau was not even from Israel? Those Khazarians really goes back into what you call the Ottoman Empire, or the Khazarian Empire. Okay, they were never from the land of Israel, because Esau comes out of Mount Seir. Okay, Mount Seir, Esau, Edom, which he's pretty much up against. But this is just them demonizing or using this story here to push a blame ideology on the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Because if you go into the history, and when Nero burnt down the Roman Empire, they blamed it on Israelites. Now, this is their beginning stages of demonizing us so they can build a case against us, so they can be justified on throwing us in prison and holding us without an out date, indefinite. When they lock you up or detain you indefinitely, that means you ain't going to get no court date, you ain't going to get no out date. You just going to be in there until they feel that either they going to kill you, you're going to rot in there, or they let you out on a conditional term if you sell out. So this is the start of them coming forward, brothers, man. So beware, pay attention, and they're building a case against us, man. And then you got guys in Israel that don't make it no better, because you got these men out here that's all militant, marching up and down the streets at gun ranges, shooting guns, and that's you giving Esau the ammunition that they need in order to blame the ministry. The scriptures say, let the ministry be blameless, man. So nothing we do in our personal lives can be tied to this ministry, man, because this is, like I said, this is the start of our persecution. So now, if anybody know you're a Hebrew Israelite, and when these stories start to go viral, and people know about you and what you do, have seen you, somebody gonna say, oh yeah, I know that guy. He is they're gonna say a Hebrew or a black Hebrew Israelite. Oh yeah, he's a black Hebrew Israelite. Yeah, I know him. He seemed a little standoffish, he wore a beard and everything, Never had a problem out of him, but you know, he's part of that, which basically will lead to your investigation, and they're gonna research your business. They're gonna go into your personal life. They're gonna ask people if they know you, and if they had problems out of you, etc. Man, that's why it's very encouraged for brothers to really walk a tightrope in this thing, man. And those of us that got women, you know, they come to the woman. She's giving us right up, man. You know, depends on what type of pressure they put on us, man. Because hey, they're like, oh, was he aggressive towards you? Was he so-called abusive towards you? Was he mean? Did he curse you out? They're gonna use everything to demonize us, man, to try to perpetuate this image of us being negative, when in fact we ain't doing nothing but teaching the scriptures. So anyway, Salakia for Randy knowing, but I'm gonna get a couple of precepts, and we're gonna play the rest of the video.
Israel. He was in Miami-Dade bond court today. Here he is appearing before. Is Larry Green. His arrest form says he insisted to the two victims and officers that his Hebrew name is Elijah Israel.
Okay, wait, let me stop right there. For the Elijah is not Hebrew, Israel is not Hebrew. Okay, the Hebrew term for those names, you got Aliyah, which means he of the power, and Yasha Allah, which means he is a prince of power. Okay, so he gave him Elijah Israel. Those are two English derivations of a Hebrew name. So what the hell are they talking about? Elijah don't sound Hebrew. That sounds like that's converted over into English. That doesn't sound Hebrew. Though we understand that Elijah's name goes back to the Hebrew and Israel goes back to the Hebrew, but he didn't give him a Lashawan Kodash name, so that's BS. That's this man being a liar. And of course you got the nigga woman anchor woman, and then you got this nigga woman judge. You see how they do things? And I guarantee you that this judge ain't gonna give this man a hug, even though I believe it's set up. They may have paid this guy for this. But let's just say if this was a real deal, and it may be. Let's just say this. If that was the case, why she ain't giving this man a hug? Yet this Aunt Jemima, Negro wench woman of a judge, gave Botham Jean's murderer, which her name was Amber Geiger, run up behind a bench and give her the Bible and give her a hug. But yet not the same gratuity is being extended to this man, which shows you the type of hatred that these people, that this system, including our people, have for you Israelite men, us Israelite men. We're the most hated and the most feared thing on the planet Earth. And they're going to do anything they can to take us out, man. And we're in the start of it.
Miami-Dade bond court today. Here he is appearing before a judge. Police say Green insisted he was a real Jew and the son of God, and called the victims fake Jews, hurling anti-Semitic insults and threatening to kill them with a knife. His arrest report says he yelled, "Go back to Israel." Both victims say Green then raised a knife over his head before lunging at them. When police...
Okay, did he hit him? Okay. Also, that's the other loophole. How can you tell a bunch of people that's not from Israel to go back to Israel? And second of all, another thing that just stood out was the fact that, okay, he says he's a son of God. Okay, we give him that, whatever. But how the hell can you be anti-Semitic? I don't understand, because he said you're not a real Jew. That's the only fucking nation of people that have a law, which is called the Anti-Defamation League, or you got the JDL, the Jewish Defense League, or something to that nation. These are the only, show you how fucking wicked they are. They got the only, these is the only race of people that got something that's in defense if somebody speak out against them. You could say nigga, spit, cracker, tonto, boy. You could say all these things of the derogatory term, and yet nobody even gets a slap on the wrist for it. There's no consequences. You can make a mockery of our people all day. But then when it comes to speaking out against your bullshit, then all of a sudden there's a fucking problem. To show you that these people are fucking evil, man. And you know why Esau comes up with that anti-defamation crap? Because he's been exposed. See, that's what happens. When you get exposed, you need protection now. You need somebody to stand behind you to shut somebody up. If you get caught out there, you get exposed for the lies you've been telling, and you get basically brought up on charges for the lies you've told. Now you got to revolt to austerity measures. Now you have to find out a way to get this person out of your sight because you got caught up. And that's all Esau was doing, man. All right.
Arrived and patted him down. They found the knife that the victims referenced, and both victims say they believe they were targeted specifically because of their faith. Statements in the arrest form also align with that claim. So Green was arrested and charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and charged with a hate crime. And back out here live, court documents have Green listed as homeless. Today, that Miami-Dade judge in bond court set his bond at $50,000. For now, he remains in jail. That's the latest live from Sunny Isles Beach.
Hey, I don't see nobody getting no GoFundMe to get this guy out. You know, Mike Brown got shot up. That was a hate crime, you know, even though Michael Brown was wicked, you know, but yet all these officers that do these hate crimes, they get what you call administrative paid leave. They get paid for killing Jake, and on top of that, they get a GoFundMe account. That dude, Darren Wilson, made more money off GoFundMe than he would have ever made in his career. I believe he wanted to raise like $1 million or something like that. Don't quote me. You can look it up. But nonetheless, he's got a lot of money just off killing Jake, because that shows you the support system behind the downfall of you Negroes is at its entirety, is at its fullness. People ain't vouching for us, man. They're not. They're looking for us to be put asunder. Okay? So this is the book of Obadiah 1 and 6. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How is hidden things sought up? All right, and through the prophets, okay, through research, through the Lord revealing this demon, you know, like the scripture said that the earth should help the woman, you know. So we're finding out through the Spirit of the Lord that these things are being sought up through the Lord, man, and through His men, through different prophecies and research and antics, etc. We're finding out things that we, you know, didn't know once upon a time, and this is why this dude had what you call the JDL or something like that, like Jerry Heller said in Straight Outta Compton. He said, I'm going to call my friends over to JDL. They'll handle him. He said, come on, Eric. We got to put an end to this ignorant fucking bullshit. You know, he was mad because Ice Cube went in on a song, No Vaseline. He said, the anti-Semitic piece of fucking shit. Who the fuck does he think he is? You know, he was pissed. Hey, Easy said, man, Jerry, you just got to relax. Niggas don't even know what anti-Semitic means. He said, just a fucking battle rap. But Jerry Heller was really losing his cool behind it. He said, come on, Eric, we got to get organized. We got to put an end to this ignorant fucking bullshit. You know, he was really for the Suit Cube. And really, Jerry Heller, even before he passed away in 2016, he was still suing the directors from Straight Outta Compton movie, and he's fucking dead. And he still got a lawsuit in place. All because he felt that they portrayed his character in a negative image, which Paul Giamatti, he played the hell out that role. He was on point being Jerry Heller, because Jerry Heller was a fucking crook. Okay, he was Jewish. Okay, he was basically like equivalent to Lyra Cohen, which is basically a Jewish mogul over the music industry to this day, a gatekeeper, a sorcerer, okay, that has ties with the Illuminati. That was basically what Jerry Heller was, because he managed the Beatles and different types of rock bands back in the 70s, etc. You know, he had a huge name at that time. And we believe through the Spirit that even though it's not important, because Eazy-E was obviously he was a 2/3, but, you know, it's very speculated that Jerry Heller had something to do with Eazy's demise, untimely demise, because even then, you know, within the, how can I say it, within the den of Masons in the music industry, when they got a hit out on you, other artists know about it even if you don't. And that's why Cube came out with that album called Lethal Injection. He came out with Death Certificate. And even when Suge made fun of injecting somebody with tainted needles that contain HIV. And if you listen to if you listen to that Lethal Injection album, basically Ice Cube got a skit on there that goes into getting a shot, which was the lethal injection, which is what we believe that Eazy died from, which I said is not important, because Eazy was not in the truth. He was just a grimy 2/3 Jake that so happens to be from the streets and got into the music industry, and the Lord took him out, you know. And that's just an example I'm using, because that's how Esau Edom gets down. He has a defense behind his wickedness. But nonetheless, this is not really about that. This is really about them rolling on the men of the Lord. So Salakia, let me get back in the speed of things. I just kind of wanted to elaborate. But this is the book of Luke 21. And I'm going to start at verses 12. It says, but before all these things, they shall lay hands on you and persecute you, deliver you up to synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. So this is the start of this right here. In order for the people, in order for the world to really look at this some type of way, they have to get it out in the media first. Once you are demonized in the media, you no longer have public opinion. And what destroys a person's perception is public opinion. If you don't have public opinion on your side, you're done. Because really, like politicians and lawmakers, a lot of these people got the public on their side. That's why they have so much power. The people give it to them. That's why it says we the people. You know, but if you don't have public opinion, it ain't really too many things you can't really navigate in a society, because everything is on TV. Everything is streamed. You got the internet, all these things. So once they push this narrative in the public and to deem us as being unsavory individuals, then basically, hey, then you know what it is. Okay? So it says, it should deliver you into prisons to be brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And this is the same thing they did to Yahushua. They lied on him. Okay? They said this man cast out demons by the power of Beelzebub or Satan. You know, called him basically a witch. They said, thou is mad, thou has a devil. You know, and it says here, and it should turn to you for a testimony. But settle it therefore in your hearts not to meditate what ye shall answer. For I will give you a mouth of wisdom which all your adversaries should not be able to gainsay nor resist. And that ye should be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolks and friends. And some of you they should cause to be put to death. So when they start rounding brothers up or threatening brothers' families and women or parents, brothers and sisters, they're going to give you up because people don't understand the rigorous mental, how can I say it? The mental games that Esau, the Jedi mind tricks that Esau plays on the populace. People don't understand this devil because they don't believe he's the devil. And which proves he's the devil because he's coming to you as your friend. He's coming to you like, oh, he's really for your benefit. All right, like scripture says, Satan transformed himself into an angel of righteousness and ministers of light. You know, so when he come to your family, you know, yeah, he like, look, man, I'll give you $250,000 if you let us know where this man is at. He's armed and extremely dangerous. We got voice clips saying what he's gonna do and say he was gonna come back and murder and blow this city up, man. And they got sound bites of your voice and they can make you say that, even if you said no such thing. That's why you have all this AI out here. That's why Google, YouTube, and all these different algorithms that you program your smartphone through, that's why they record it. That's why they ask for your consent to give them certain provisional rights over your information. Because the only thing they need is a minute of your voice, a minute or two, and they can make you say anything. And they had that in that movie, what is that, Scream 3? Like basically when the killer was Sidney Prescott's brother, and he had a voice changer which can make himself sound like anybody of the victim. So what happened was he had an alibi. After he killed the director, he had an alibi and he had Sidney's voice stating that she was the one that killed him. So he totally switched the narrative. And this movie came back in the early 2000s. So imagine how much now they got. So we gonna need Yahushua, man. We need the Lord, bro. We gonna have to depend solely on the spirit and power and faith of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Because, hey, without them, we ain't gonna have a chance out here, man. And that's just the truth. This devil, man, he's armed. He's ready. He got everything set up and line of defense to take us out. And those of you that's playing games in this thing, man, hey, you're gonna be on the other side of that wall in a minute. Okay? And it says here, and some of you should be hated of all men, and ye should be hated of all men for my name's sake. That's just what it is. He said you should be hated by all men. So even before this society go all the way down, they're going to be rounding brothers up, man. Before the whole hour of martial law and all that other stuff. And then some instances when they declare martial law, they're going to come looking for us. They already know who we are. And Esau know we ain't committing no crimes. He know that this article was straight fucking bullshit. It's folly. He knows that. But he's going to play on it anyway because he's getting desperate. He's losing his kingdom. Okay? But it says, but there should not a hair on your head perish, but in your patience possess ye your souls. All right? So we got to be strictly in the spirit when that time comes, because if not, you ain't going to make it, man. All right? So this is the book of Mark 11. And I'm going to start at verses... let me see something here. Give me 1 second, brother Salaki. I'm looking for this particular precept. Okay, all right, yep. This is Mark 11 and 18. It says, and the scribes and chief priests heard it and sought how they may destroy him. For they feared him because all the people were astonished at his doctrine. Okay, and these were the Israelites coming against Yahushua, which was the Israelite of the tribe of Judah. Now, when you look at this is the same thing they doing to us. They fear this doctrine. Oh, we saying that Esau is going to slavery, America's going to be destroyed. And really what pisses them off, it's not even the fact that we're stating their country is going to be destroyed. They scoff at that, because in their mindset, that can't happen. That's not even a problem, us saying America is going to be destroyed. Because in their heart, they know that. That's inevitable. But what really pisses these Edomites off is the fact that the tribes are waking up. That's the biggest offense, telling people that they're Israelites. That's what they're after. Fuck America going to be destroyed. They don't care. They about, look, man, these niggas waking up. We got to stop that. We put billions of trillions of dollars into keeping Jake asleep, and yet they found out. So, hey, stop the presses. Let's create something. Let's create a false narrative, and we're going to get these men up out of here. But they stupid because they don't understand that we're of Yahweh Shai, and that's what they're fighting against the Most High. And that's going to be Esau's biggest fuck up, man. Okay, that's going to be his biggest mistake, putting his hands on the men of the Lord, and he's going to find out the hard way. Because whatever he does to us, the Most High is going to do it to him twice as harder. So, hey, let him get off. All right? So here's the book of Revelation 2 and 9. It says, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but of the synagogue of Satan. So in this video, the guy was basically saying, well, look, you're not the real Israelites, and they are the synagogue of Satan. He was right about that. Like I said, even if this is a psychological operation, it is to get the public masses to understand that they're making us the enemy. Out of all the wickedness in the world, the Hebrew Israelites are the bad guys, according to this world. And the Lord said this will happen. We just read it in Luke 21. And it says, and fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So it's going to come down to life or death, brothers. As many don't want to hear that, but look, scriptures say, look, man, they love not their lives to the end. We hated our lives. We don't give a shit about this life, man. We just procreate, or we just coexist here. We work, wake up, pay bills like everybody else. We just coexisting. That's all it is. I'm not living. I don't have a big house with a white picket fence. I don't have a perfect situation, with my wife and the kids and stuff like that. My wife, whatever, she's not in our glory right now. She's under Esau's rulership, so therefore she's liable to buck up against me anytime she feels she needs to. So that's not living. That's hell, and we all going through it. It's part of the curses. Cars breaking down, etc. That's just what it is. But Revelation. This is the book of Revelation 12. And I'm going to go down to verses... Salaki, give me a minute. Revelation 12 and 12. Nope, 10. This is Revelation 12 and 10. It says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come the salvation and strength of the kingdom of our power, and the power of his anointed. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down. They accuse him of being an anti-Semite, which that don't even make no sense. It says, and the power of his anointed, and the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. So this is Esau's way of accusing us to the Most High. But scriptures say, he that have them in derision should sit back in the heavens and laugh. The Lord is laughing at him like, this devil don't know how stupid he look. Like, how can you accuse my people to me when I created you? Don't you think I know everything that goes on? Which shows you that Esau is stupid, man. Okay. And it says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. Okay. The crucifixion, the elect. It says, and by the word of their testimony, and they love not their lives unto the death. Which shows you that some brothers are going to die in this thing, man. They willingly bow down to the slaughter. Like, hey, take my head off. Shoot me up. What are you going to do? And Esau, Edom, this is what he's coming to do. And it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down on you, having great wrath, because he knew that he had but a short time. Okay? So anyway, with that, I'm going to give all praises and glory, honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone, peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect, noise in the gospel broad, living up the standard of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, wherever they may be. And with that, shalom and a ba. I hope you are edified. Shalom.